Hello everyone, let me start with a simple but powerful question. What do you think a cup of coffee can buy in business? In some parts of the world it might just be a gesture of hospitality. But in others, it could be the beginning of a bribe that spirals into full-blown corruption. Today, we're diving into a critical area for every modern organization: Anti-Bribery and Corruption Risk, or ABAC risk. Let's be clear on what we mean. Bribery is offering, giving, receiving, or soliciting something of value to influence a decision. Corruption is the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. These unethical actions can happen in both public and private sectors, through cash, gifts, entertainment, contracts, or even hiring relatives. And it's not just big scandals or government deals, it can be subtle. A discount here, a favor there. But the impact? Massive. Financial loss, legal penalties, reputational damage, and lost trust. ABC risks are embedded across an organization. Here's where they often surface. Third-party relationships, suppliers, contractors, and agents can be used to channel bribes. Procurement and bidding processes, favors can distort fair competition. Gift and hospitality programs. Excessive or poorly monitored gifting can raise red flags. Facilitation payments, small payments to speed up a process, still illegal under many laws. Worse, corruption is often hidden under layers of documentation or informal agreements, making it harder to detect without a strong ethical culture and internal controls. Now, managing ABAC risk isn't just about ticking boxes on a compliance checklist. It's about building a culture of integrity. Here are key components of an effective ABAC framework. Tone at the top leadership must clearly communicate zero tolerance for bribery and corruption. Policies and procedures. Clear anti-bribery policies, gift registers, and due diligence protocols must be in place. Risk assessment. Regular assessments to identify high-risk areas based on geography, industry, and operations. Third-party due diligence. Vetting vendors, intermediaries, and partners is critical. Training and awareness staff should understand red flags and know how to report suspicious behavior. Whistleblower mechanisms. Safe, anonymous reporting channels foster transparency, monitoring, and auditing. Regular audits help detect anomalies and ensure policy enforcement. Laws like the UK Bribery Act and FCPA, Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, mean organizations can be held liable even for the actions of their third parties. So it's not enough to say, "We didn't know." You're expected to know and act. Let me share a real-world example. A major telecom company once paid millions in consulting fees to agents in a foreign country to win business. These payments weren't properly documented. Eventually, regulators discovered the truth. The company faced hefty fines, criminal investigations, and public embarrassment. All of this could have been avoided with better due diligence, internal controls, and transparency. This story is not unique. Corruption can destroy careers, brands, and entire businesses. Prevention is far less costly than punishment. In today's connected world, where trust is currency, ethical conduct is non-negotiable. Anti-bribery and corruption controls aren't just about avoiding fines. They're about protecting your people, your brand, and your future. So, whether you're a compliance officer, a procurement head, or an employee closing a deal, ask yourself, is this ethical? Is this transparent? Would I be okay if this appeared on the front page tomorrow? Because in the fight against corruption, silence is complicity. Speak up, stay informed, lead with integrity. Thank you. Super 5 recent interview questions on anti-bribery and corruption risk. On-screen text. Text on screen. Super, what steps would you take to assess bribery risk in a new market or country? On-screen text. Text on screen. Super, how do you differentiate between a legitimate gift and a bribe? On-screen text. Text on screen. Super, can you explain how third-party due diligence helps reduce corruption risk? On-screen text. Text on screen. Super, describe a time you identified or responded to a potential bribery or corruption issue. On-screen text. Text on screen. Super, what are the key components of an effective anti-bribery and corruption policy? On-screen text. Text on screen.